Well, I found a new coloring book, and in honor of spring, we're gonna try it out. I actually found this on Amazon months ago. I've been holding on to it. You may have seen it in studio vlogs. There's lots of really cute vintage botanical illustrations in here. So let's go through the book, pick out some pages, do some coloring. It says adult coloring for an anxious mind. We'll see if that's true. Also, in honor of spring, I switched it up. I made my whole backdrop really bright green today. Let me know what you think. First, I'm gonna flip through the book, show you what's in here, and then we'll pick out some pages together. Ooh, this book belongs to me. Realize deeply that the present moment is all you have. Make the now the primary focus of your life. I like this quote. However, I feel like a lot of coloring books have been doing some quote to focus on the now. Like a couple previous ones I have gotten all say similar things. So it's a little cliche at this point. It was cute at first. Oh my goodness, that's gorgeous. I love this. Love this so much. I like the style. I am curious though, if anybody could help me out with this, because I honestly am trying to learn. How do I tell if something is like AI generated? Because like this stem here, you see what I mean? Is that AI generated? I don't know. And then like the stem doesn't appear through there, but that could be a human mistake too. I don't really know. I'm trying to learn that because I know this is an issue with coloring books and I don't really want to support that. But now I'm feeling fishy already after opening this. So somebody let me know what you think of this. Like this leaf doesn't look finished. Now I'm just suspicious. This one is pretty. I like that. Ooh, mushrooms. This is cute. I like that there's already shading, so you can color with a solid color, be a little lazy about it, and you're getting your stress relief while getting something that looks fancy. That's gorgeous, gorgeous. See though, I'm not sure. I am never this rough on reviews, but I am just not sure about that. I might give this a bad rating, but ooh, this is so cute. Oh man. But see, that doesn't even match the style of the book. That's cute. That's cute. Very cute. I know these are like detailed illustrations, but like the veins in this are doing weird. I don't know a lot about AI, I really don't, but I do have this gut feeling that this is AI. Is that a Birds of Paradise? I'm not sure. It's pretty. All right, well, I'm just gonna be honest with you. I'm not super impressed by this. I'm not. It's not like the coloring books I normally do. I was so excited because it looked like super vintage and cute. But I'm just not sure if this is AI generated, and that makes me feel suspicious of this coloring book. As somebody who has been spending over a year trying to make a coloring book, I don't know, it puts a sour taste in my mouth because I'm working hard on mine. Anyway, we're gonna do this though. We're gonna do this. Hold it, we need to stop and talk. So I'm editing the video right now, and before I continue with this, I decided to turn the camera on and talk to you for a second, because in that moment when I was flipping through this coloring book and suspecting that maybe this is AI generated, in my mind I was like, I really don't know. And I felt like I was being really judgmental and harsh, so I kept coloring. But I'm gonna talk to you about some thoughts with this coloring book as the video goes on, and then I have some stuff to say at the end of this video. When I started filming this, I just have to say, like, I am not a controversial video type maker. I try to make my videos as relaxing and peaceful as possible, and this totally caught me by surprise. Like, I bought this months ago, hoping that this would be like a nice break from bigger art projects. And you know me, I really love coloring books. It's a really just relaxing, restorative thing to creatively recharge me to do bigger paintings. But I have a lot to say about this. So if at this point you're like, why are you continuing to color? Just please keep watching, because my hope is that if there are people out there who were in the position that I was in at the beginning of this, I don't know, I hope you get something from this. Yeah, that's all I want to say. I think I want to do these tulips since it's spring. I'm going to put the scrap paper here so it doesn't bleed through. I think I want to do a couple different colors of tulips here with this. Sounds kind of fun. This color, this has such a cool name. We have to use this, right? I don't even know if we're going to need my colored pencils, but I have them ready. Hopefully this is stress relieving. We're gonna switch to a voiceover because I needed to sit down with my thoughts for a few days about this coloring book. So for the sake of this video, everything that I will claim about AI coloring books on Amazon is alleged. Just take it as an opinion. Let's move forward. So since we're pivoting from the original intent of just having a relaxing color with me video, I'm going to discuss some other topics from this point forward, like self-published coloring books on Amazon, how AI coloring books affects artists, how to look out for AI, and something that shocked me about the coloring book that I am using in this very video. I will talk about that part at the end. So we all know for a long time that AI in the art world has become problematic, especially with rising speculations of AI-generated coloring books on Amazon, different issues on social media and using artists' content, and a lot of other things. You can dive into some of those things for yourself, but let's talk about the coloring book side of this. So again, I didn't know this video would take this turn when I filmed it. Back when I bought this coloring book, I kind of assumed it was hand-drawn. A lot of coloring books on Amazon will show you the cover and maybe a couple pages. The way this coloring book was presented, the cover looked super old-fashioned and vintage, and it made me believe that this coloring book was genuinely hand-drawn by a person. But because I bought this coloring book months ago, like probably over half a year ago, I can't remember if they made any disclaimers about that or not when I bought it. I do know if I would have seen a disclaimer like that, I would not have bought the book. So that leads me to believe that this was passed off as hand-drawn. But again, I can't remember. So that is what it is. But I will reveal something at the end of this video, again, that shocked me, but let's move on for now. So I'm going to be frank with you. I'm working on a coloring book, and I've been working on it for over a year. I'm drawing this thing by hand and scanning it to my computer. I'm drawing parts of it digitally on Procreate or through like Adobe Photoshop. And then I'm transferring everything to Photoshop to clean it up. When I tell you it is extremely time consuming, whoa, it is very time consuming. I'm only halfway done and I anticipate this taking a long time before it will ever get published because I'm so picky and I really, really want people to have a wonderful experience when they're using it. Like I'm pouring my heart into this thing. But speaking of publishing, I got quoted from some coloring book printers of what it would cost to print my coloring book. Did you know that I got quoted over $5,000 to make 1,000 coloring books? Another quote was over $9,000. Now this is for that thick, dreamy paper that everybody wants so that they can use markers and the ink will not bleed through. $9,000. For small artists like me, that price tag just is not feasible, especially because I never make anything in my shop in batches of 1,000. That's like way too many. But I was offered a lot better of a price to print 1,000 versus like 100. So I just went with that for my quote. I usually make around 25 to 100 of each item that I sell in my shop. So that's why small artists love the idea of self-publishing coloring books through Amazon KDP, even if it comes with trade-offs like thinner pages. There's no upfront cost, and for somebody who doesn't have the resources to pay upfront, it still allows them to earn an income for their hard work. Now, this is a bummer. We can't choose the paper thickness when going through a place like Amazon KDP. Maybe that will change in the future, who knows? But for some people, this is their shot at earning a living wage by self-publishing coloring books. There's a lot of gray area with self-publishing on Amazon, and I'm not here to tell you what to think about that. Thankfully, Amazon KDP has started making people inform them of AI-generated and AI-assisted content to adhere to their content guidelines, so that's a cool step forward. Now, again, I don't really want to get into the AI debate here in this video because that's a huge can of worms. You can look that up for yourself and read about it, But What I do want to share with you to look out for with AI coloring books, in case you don't want to like support that and you want to learn how to like recognize AI stuff, look for things like extra fingers on people or extra arms, emotions that aren't really matching faces. Or in the case of this coloring book, there were extra leaves and stems that were merged together on some pages that just didn't make sense. Like some of the veins didn't go in the right direction, all of that. Other things you can look for is like blurriness in areas that don't make sense, strange pixelation, blending between different styles, which I did see in this book, and just unusual textures, elements that defy reality. And then there's a lot of other things too. So yeah, you can look into that more if you want. As far as my coloring book goes, I don't really want to do like a Kickstarter to raise money to print everything up front. And I'm not really open to taking out business loans because I pride myself in being a debt-free business. But I do have a lot of mixed feelings right now, and I'm just kind of pondering that. So I'm kind of pausing my coloring book for now to give myself time and space to continue thinking about it. And yeah, that's where I'm at with mine. Okay, my setup looks a little bit different. I'm still using my voiceover mic. That's because I scrapped a lot of this video, and I actually contemplated scrapping the entire video and just not posting this at all because I was kind of disappointed. Part of me felt like I got gypped when I bought it because I don't really know if there was a disclaimer or not. So the shocking thing that I wanted to reveal to you at the end of this video, let me pull it up. You see that? It's not there. So seeing this, it kind of makes me wonder, now that I've read into the content guidelines and everything, was this coloring book adhering to the content guidelines? Did it declare it was AI generated? I have assumptions, I do, because it's not on Amazon anymore. You can't find it. And it makes me kind of wonder if the person who published this had their book taken down. Again, I'm not sure. These are just my speculations, but I just wanted to share that with you. Another reason why I wanted to share that with you is because, again, I have been working on self-publishing my own coloring book for a long time, and I've spent over a year drawing everything. And I guess I just want to share this little blip, this little learning opportunity as part of my journey so that maybe one day if I do ever self-publish it and go through with it, you can remember that this was part of the learning journey. We're not perfect people. We do learn things. And yeah, I'm still kind of annoyed though, because I really don't remember there being any like declaration of this using AI when I bought it. And that's a bummer. And I can tell you this as well. With my shop, sometimes I buy mock-up photos to help me present my original paintings. And that's a problem too, like with photography, is I can run into something and say, oh, that's a really good setup for a mock-up photo. I will buy that one. And then I learned that they didn't declare it was an AI image. And that's really frustrating, and it feels dishonest, and it makes me as a consumer feel ripped off. So it's getting harder and harder to tell when things are AI. I think that's why I constantly feel naive about it, because I have looked up how to recognize AI in the past. And still, I feel like I just gaslight myself, and I don't know. It's just a weird topic that makes me feel, I don't know. Yeah, a lot of murky feelings. But what I can say, I'm glad that this coloring book is not on Amazon, because I will be upfront with you. I would not promote this to you folks. I would tell you not to buy it. You know me, I'm super picky about that kind of stuff on my channel. I don't want you folks to ever feel ripped off. And I'm glad that I got to feel that and prevent other people from feeling that about this book. And some people might be watching this video saying, Mira, you're so dumb. I can't believe you didn't recognize that at the beginning. But I don't know. I had a lot of doubt. And I explored this, I learned some things, and now I'm sharing it with you. Anyway, I guess I'm gonna sign off now. This wasn't the happiest video, but I feel like I owed it to you to be as realistic as possible. So
So I'll see you later with hopefully a happier video, and I hope you have a beautiful day. Bye.